Good morning, boys and girls. So, today we start from paragraph number 11. Oh, a butcher, a knife. I want Granny. Now, who is saying this? The little girl. In her dreams, she saw a butcher. And who is a butcher? As I told you earlier, a butcher is a person who cuts and sells meat. A knife. And what is a knife? A knife is an equipment, a sharp equipment to cut with. I want Granny. And who is saying this? The little girl. She is saying that she wants her grandmother because she saw a bad dream and she woke up. He blew out the candle, bent down, and caught up the child in his arm. Now, here he blew out the candle. He is the father of the little girl. So, he had a candle in his hand. He blew out the candle in order to pick up the child. So, he picked up the child in his arms and carried her straight through the passage into the big bedroom, into his own bedroom. So, he came to the girl's bedroom and then he took the baby, the girl, in his bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. He put away the newspaper, then carefully tucked up the child. Now, here they are showing a scene of father's bedroom. On his bed, there was a newspaper. While reading, he went to sleep. So, the newspaper was still on the bed. So, what he did? He just removed the newspaper from the bed and put the girl there, tucked the girl. Tucked means covered the girl very nicely so that she will not feel cold, she will feel comfortable and she will be lying down next to him. He lay down beside her, and what he did? He just lay down beside her, half asleep, still. Now the girl was half asleep, means she was still in her sleeps and she was awake at the same time. Still with the butcher's smile all about her, it seemed. She crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arm, held tightly to his shirt. Now the girl, though she was half asleep, not completely she was sleeping, she could still see the same face of the butcher. In her dreams, he was smiling at her, coming closer and closer. So what she did? She went very close, she crept very close to her father, snuggled her head and moved into a warm, comfortable position close to another person. Snuggled means, here you can see, is given away, moved into a warm, comfortable position close to another person, and the another person was the little girl's father. So, she moved very close to him, held tightly to his shirt, and she caught her shirt very tightly because she was really very scared. Then the dark did not matter. She lay still, and when she found that now she was safe and comfortable, even when there was no light in her father's bedroom, she was comfortable. She was not scared now because she knew that she is very close to somebody, and that was her father. Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. So, this place was really very cold. That is why he tucked her up in the bed. And then he said, you rub your legs close to my leg. My legs are very warm. So, you bring your entire body, your entire legs, rub them against my leg and you will feel warm and you will feel better. So, this is what the father told the little girl. Now, what did she do? Tried out, he slept before the little girl. Now, the girl was still half asleep. She was still awake. And before that only, her father went to sleep. He was so tired. A funny feeling came over her. Now she was awake. She could feel that she is very close to her father, the same father whom she was very scared she did not like. Poor father, not so big after all, and with no one to look after him. He was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness. Now here, the girl's feelings are entirely changing towards her father. She is saying, poor father. She is feeling sad for her father. And she said, he is not so big as I thought, because she was very close to his body now. He was harder than grandmother. Now grandmother was very old and soft, but the father's body was hard. But it was a nice hardness. And she said, no, though he is hard, but he is quite comfortable and is good for me. And every day he had to work and was too tired to be a Mr. MacDonald. And now she has a feeling, oh, my poor father, how hard he works every day. And that is the reason why he is not like Mr. MacDonald, the next door neighbor, playing comfortably with his children. The reason was, her father had to work more hard than Mr. MacDonald, and he used to get tired. That is why he did not give much time to the little girl. She had torn up all his beautiful writings. She stirred suddenly and sighed. Now she thought, I am so bad. What did I do? I put my father more in trouble by tearing off his beautiful writings. And that made her feel really very sorry for her father. And she sighed. She took a deep breath. What's the matter? Asked her father. Another dream? Now when she took a deep breath, the father was still awake and the girl was very close to his body. And then he asked, what happened, beta? Is there another bad dream that you saw? Oh, said the little girl, my head's on your heart. So the little girl said, no. Now she was speaking, she was awake, and her father too. She said, no, my head is on your big heart. I can hear it going. And she said, I can hear your heart, how it is beating. What a big heart you have got, father dear. And she got more close to her father and she said, my dear father, I can hear your heartbeat. You got such a big heart. And she started loving her father from that day onwards. So this was the story of a little girl, chapter 3, written by Kathleen Mansfield. So here we end up the chapter. Now, I will be sending you question answers as we have finished. So I will be sending you question answers also of the previous chapter which we have left and for this chapter. So here we will stop reading any other chapter and will continue with the poem. So I will be sending you question answers, and in my next class we will take up a poem. Okay. So thank you so much, boys and girls, for sparing your precious time for me, listening to my video. I am sure you have all understood. Read it again and again. Go through the word meaning and also spend most of your time in helping your parents and staying safe at home. Okay? I will quickly get back to you very soon with another video. Bye bye for now. Take care.